Saints are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Jets and the New Orleans Saints. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback. And it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Check, 59. I got one. Shit.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Darnold. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
Check 59, Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Record.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now Darnold. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 42-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and this is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Team 6.
Again, Darnold. And he's got a noon one. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I'm coming. Yo, lady.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
59. Mike's 59. Who that?
From the 25 on second down. Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Third and 2, Darnold. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. And this third down looking very tough after the holding penalty. Third and long. Looking to throw. Caught here by Bell. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a second and 13.
Yellow lady. Take it to the mic. Hey, watch the ball. Ready, back.
Here's Breeze to throw. And going deep for Hill. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. 54 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
They'll run. This is Kamara. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that any time you hand the ball to a back.
Ready? 5-9. Check 52's the mark. You can't block me.
On second down, Kamara. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this third down.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. 12.
Breeze now to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Guy in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker, Will Lutz, for the field goal attempt. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
Each team with a possession, each team with a field goal as the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10.
Ready.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quinnen Williams. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here.
Don't get nervous.
From the gun, it's Breeze. He is going to find Hill here. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Second and 10. At the 42-yard line. Check 53 is mine. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Watch the curve. Watch the curve.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Jenkins, the strong safety, swoops in for the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now?
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Check. 59. Watch that.
They'll look to throw. Throw complete to Herndon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A first down throw, Darnold. Throw left side complete. It's Bell.
Darnold's pass. Oh, yeah. Out of bounds at the 23-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Facing a second and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now the toss to Bell running right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Anunwa's got it, complete. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Go, set. Check back, check back.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Running with Kamara. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
We go 21, 21. Let's go.
Breeze now. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that is caught. One-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Come on, kill. Joker. Wait,
Kamara trying the right side. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
At the 27-yard line. Let's get it. Ready. 95-56. 95-56. Watch the run. Ready, tack.
On 2nd and 12. Breeze looking for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Here's Breeze. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the... 25 on the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you. Check 59. And 80. It's 59. Like the 59. You ain't going nowhere.
Darnold now to throw. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Third and long, it's Darnold. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe something to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On the ground, this is Kamara. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Breeze. He's going to air one out. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback and his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara His fourth touchdown on the year. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
I got you, son.
To throw is Darnold. Herndon's got it complete. A gain there of 21 yards. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. That continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Darnold now 12 of 16 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
At the 43-yard line.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
65.
To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Breeze now on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation allows him to get home.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Breeze going to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check. 53's mine.
Working from the gun. It's Breeze. And that is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Now it's Crowder. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
59 mark. Check, 59.
Now Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Go. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Darnold. This is Bell on the dump off. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's see what you got.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Now it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Mike's 59. All day, dog. Check 59.
Darnold on first down. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down.
That's good. Big hit.
At the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
We go sign. On the ball. Man, 80. 59 mark. Check, 59. Squeeze, double.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. I got him.
Now Bell. And the big boys up front. They're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. Here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Breeze. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Check, 59.
From the 41, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 35.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll run on first down. Bell. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On first down, it's Darnold. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. They on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dogs, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can carve for the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team